Hey everybody, Justin Cena here. How's it going? I've got a great video for you here today. I'm going to be talking about how you can use the numbers, right? The data, the analytics of your Shopify store to help you increase conversions, generate more revenue, and overall just grow your Shopify business. And this is a super important video for anyone that has a Shopify store, anyone that has traffic running into their store, anyone that wants to improve their conversion rate or make better decisions and not just guess. And that's kind of the whole name of the game when it comes to data. So there's a lot of money to be made when you start to understand and be able to leverage all the data that comes with an e-commerce store. And really the oldest saying online is data is king, and it's totally true with e-commerce. You really only have two options. You can make blind assumptions based on kind of what you're guessing, or you can make data-driven decisions. That's what we're going to be doing, and that's what you need to be doing if you want to fully take advantage of the power of data. And once you do, it's really going to be easy for you to scale in many different ways because you have the data right in front of you and you'll understand exactly what it's telling you. So really, some of the big keys to using data with Shopify is, of course, having accurate data collection. But more on top of that, you need to actually be able to act on the data. And it's often called a data jungle just because there's so much out there, right? There's so many pieces of information. You might be familiar with Google Analytics. It was really designed for analysts and number crunchers, right? It's not really easy to act on data. It's not easily consumable. It's not really in marketers' language. And that's obviously a big issue because, again, we don't want to only just capture the data correctly. We want to act upon it correctly. And we want to be able to do it in as easy a way as possible, in a simple interface, in a way that doesn't require, digging through millions of numbers. And that's really why I want to show you Oribi. And that's the number one way to do it for Shopify. And in fact, there's thousands of big companies doing it exactly that way. You see Sony, Audi, the Cleveland Cavaliers, Panasonic, a huge amount of big companies, but also small companies, print-on-demand companies, drop-shipping companies, leveraging the power of data. So let me show you more about Oribi. You see the link directly below this video. I highly recommend it, but let me show you exactly why. You're looking at Oribi.io, and this is Oribi for e-commerce. And for Shopify entrepreneurs, this is going to be kind of a new way to do analytics, or really the new way that you should be doing analytics. And we talked about really the power of understanding data. This is how you're going to actually get the data. Now, the first thing that I really want to call attention to, and by the way, they have a really awesome website. Make sure you take a look at it, Oribi.io. You see the link below this video, right? This is really all about kind of actionable insights. And on the flip side, I would give you, and they even show you the comparison, Google Analytics, right? Seeing that they're having a lot of spreadsheets and paperwork, blah, blah, blah. And you see on the Oribi side, it's really all about actionable kind of human language insight and interaction, where we literally will say, okay, where are you getting the most customers from? Or where are people leaving the checkout? Or, and you see the questions over here, after how many visits do your prospects buy? And this says 3. Right? Now, you could, of course, find that information inside Google Analytics. The thing is, there's a huge learning curve. There's so many numbers. There's just so much to do in there. And again, actionable insights really makes analytics a lot more user-friendly, entrepreneur-friendly, rather than something that is set up more so for a developer. So something that I really like, and you see over here, visitor journeys. If you're familiar with kind of the lifetime process of your customer, you understand how important it is to know not only where customers wind up buying at in terms of what process, how many visits, what page, where do they click on, but more importantly, where do people leave, right? What stops people from buying? What does a customer's journey or what does a visitor's journey look like on an individual basis and as an aggregate? That's what you're able to see with this feature over here called Visitor Journeys. And it's really powerful. It's like I said, you literally follow how your customer interacts with your brand, and actionable insight again is saying, okay, it took 3 interactions for a customer to buy, or what page did your customer exit the site on? It was this, or what page made them sign up? It was that. Actionable insights, right? Because when you know that type of information, you say, okay, well, this page is obviously working, or this page is not working. Let's make some changes to it, etc., etc. It's all about figuring out what their journey is, and this is also very, very tied to funnels. And I think that even if you're using Shopify, obviously if you're using ClickFunnels, really any type of e-commerce nowadays, you're focused on funnels. We need to know where are people dropping out of our funnel, especially if we're doing paid traffic. It's all about kind of getting people into the top of the funnel, funneling them down and making a sale at the end of it, right? Well, what if they drop off on the first page, or what if they're dropping off where we ask for their email address, or what if they're dropping off on the checkout page because they don't trust it. Right? We're going to see all those insights, and it's literally going to tell us, okay, what page is stopping the funnel? What's the biggest breaking point in the funnel? Right? What's the bottleneck in the funnel? Real English words that you could understand. You don't need to kind of have a master's degree in data science to understand. Event correlations also something really cool, and this is super big for marketing again. Well, for paid and organic, but especially on paid, when you want to know that you're spending your dollars the right way. These literally, again, in just plain English, they answer questions like, was it worth making this video? Right? Am I making sales from people that read my blog post? Am I making sales from my Instagram posts? Right? And this tells you a lot, right? First of all, it's going to tell you, where should I be spending my energy? And more importantly, where should I be spending my money? Right? If you know, and if it's literally telling you, say, okay, am I making conversions from YouTube? Yes, and you can see the stats. Am I making conversions from Twitter? No. Okay, well, where do you think you should dedicate your energy and your ad spend to? Of course, in that scenario, it's YouTube. And these are very, kind of real world integrated examples that would happen in any type of Shopify store, print on demand, drop shipping, right? In either of those instances, and really of any Shopify store at all, you're going to need to leverage the data, make these event correlations, and allow you to answer the most important questions and really guide where you're going to be spending your advertising money and your time, resources, and effort. Marketing attribution, also a big one. Obviously, this goes hand in hand with really knowing where to spend your money. Oribi does a great job of actually attributing the right traffic source to the sale. Of course, fully integrated with Shopify, so it's not going to be any issue in terms of understanding all that information. Moving forward down here, and again, you can see this at Oribi.io. Paid traffic reporting, organic traffic reporting, not about what site has the highest click-through rate or cheapest cost per click. It's about dollars and cents here. It's about where are we making the most money and where are we going to continue to make the most money from. And this isn't something that you're going to need to be, like I said, a master's in data science. You don't need to be a programmer. You don't need to outsource this to anyone. You're going to be able to fully understand everything about your site. You'll be able to monitor all the important metrics when you use Oribi. So I really, really want to invite you to take a look at the link. This works perfectly for print-on-demand sellers, especially when you're doing design testing. You get so much insight. Each product on Shopify has its own page, so you're going to have so much insight as a print-on-demand seller. I think this is a must-install for print-on-demand sellers. When you're doing product testing, you're going to see a great deal of stats. You're going to see exactly where they purchase in the funnel, where they leave the funnel, what designs make them buy, which designs make them leave. And same can be said for dropship product testing as well. And that's just the really tip of the iceberg. So make sure you take a look at the link. I highly recommend it. I know you're going to love the data that you get from it. And most importantly, I hope this helps you make some money. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Otherwise, I'll talk to you real soon.